Hi everyone, just a little life update. Happy Lunar New Year. It's now March, but well, the Lunar New Year was only 11 days ago, so perfect timing. But yeah, I just wanted to apologize. I've been a little bit quiet as of late, even though I was trying to be a little bit more present on here and give a little update as to how things were going. Some of my videos that I made when I was over in Indonesia, you can probably see I was really going through it. You can probably see it on my face. I went for months and didn't sleep properly. I still don't sleep as much as I used to, but I'm starting to find my center a lot more. But it's just been one hell of a time. So yeah, just a little life update. I have relocated, so I'm in a new studio, new home. Not sure if it'll be a very, very long-term thing or not, but we will find out. But yes, it was just really compelled to make some really large choices and really large changes in my life. It's part of this kind of spiritual awakening journey that I'm on at the moment, and it's just something. You get to this point, or at least I did. I got to this point where it was just like, no, anything that you have that's been out of alignment with where you should be, that's a mismatch to your energy in any way, not pointing you on the right trajectory, carrying too much old energy from, and I don't mean just from the last couple of years. I mean like old energy. And the last place I was in, was carrying a lot of wonderful memories, but also a lot of really difficult memories. And I had been wanting to, even before all of this began, I had been wanting to move out of that place, and my soul was kind of just like, and so yeah, so I made the shift, and I really got pushed out of the airplane, so to speak. And you have that moment where you make the decision. I have never been skydiving, but I imagine that's what it's like, kind of like when you make that decision. Oh yeah, I want to go skydiving, but the second you actually get shoved out of the out of the flying plane, it feels a little bit different. But no, it was totally necessary, and I'm in a state of flux. My life is in a state of transition, but I'm here for it. But yeah, it's kind of, I'm finding myself in really surreal energy, and it feels kind of like this in between, suspended in air kind of feeling. It's something that I have felt a lot since this whole awakening began. But now I'm really feeling it. It's like I was telling someone the other day, it's almost like you feel like you've wandered out to the desert and you only just turned around and realized how far you'd come, and you're like, oh shit, I'm in the middle of nowhere. But in the body, like somatically, it feels like that pause before the free fall. And I've felt that, like at that top of the roller coaster, where you're about to shoot down, but you just feel that suspension in the air. At the beginning, it was a little bit more anxiety, fear based, but now I've really kind of alchemized and dissolved a lot of that, and worked through it. And now it's kind of there, but there's no fear attached to it. Like I have transmuted so much fear working through my stuff in the last few months, and really deeply through my ego deaths, faced and transmuted so much stuff. And I don't mean to put that lightly, because it's real. It's an ever ongoing journey, and I'm still going, still very much in it. But yeah, I've really worked through a lot of it. So fear, I've noticed, has really kind of, I still have fear, but I don't carry it in my body like I used to. Which is really great. It's really something I'm really, really pleased about. It made me realize how much fear I had normalized. I had just gotten used to living with, that kind of pang of anxiety, and the pang in the stomach, the pang in the heart, and that clenching and tensing of the body, anticipating bad things happening, or holding the breath, and and yeah, my body's just released so much of that. And I've noticed that even things that would normally make me jump or scare me, or, I encountered like a really large spider here in this house the other day, and I hate big spiders. And my brain didn't like it, but my body didn't react. Like I would be like so contracted. And other experiences that I've had, like things like turbulence on airplanes, or like chaotic situations or emotionally charged situations that would normally put you into this kind of fight or flight response, or you'd feel it in your body would contract, or your chest would get tight, like, oh my God, like you get a really stressful email or bad news or something like that. And I've had all those things, and then some. But yeah, and not to say that your mind doesn't find it challenging, but my body has stopped holding that energy, and I'm really excited about that. So that's one really cool thing that I've noticed. And the other is just that, yeah, there's this kind of, I just feel like I'm in this no man's land, and it's kind of new, and I'm here now, and I don't know what to do. This is just a quick update. I don't know why I'm telling you this. But I'm here with the mini mic and I'm recording videos, so I'm like, why not just tell you what's going on for me right now? And that's what's going on for me right now. Someone was asking me, it was recently my birthday, and someone was like, so what do you see for the year ahead? And I'm like, long pause, and really thought about it. And I was like, I cannot see further than a few days or a week into the future, and even a week is too far right now. And that sounds like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed and whatever, but it's actually not. It's just because I have been concentrating so much with going within. I have been spending so much time going within and reconnecting with my soul and my center, and not like blissing out and like meditating, getting my head up in the clouds, like really going deep in and facing stuff. And, if you're going through an awakening or ego death, you know what I'm talking about. It's a full-time freaking job, a full-time internal job. And even when things start to get easier, you're still doing a lot of internal heavy lifting. So one of the things that it does, though, and it has definitely distinctly done for me for months, I've noticed this, is it draws your focus so much to the present. It's like, And the way I've described it to people is like it's like you're walking on stepping stones, and you're only allowed to see one stone at a time. Only one stone is shown to you at a time. That's how I see it. So I can see tomorrow. I can plan something in a few days from now if I need to. But even planning a week or more into the future feels really hard. Certain things I have done, of course, because you have to, if there's deposits you have to pay, or say you have to book travel somewhere or something like that. Of course, yes, you do it in those cases. But if it's something like social plans or a work project or something like that, it's really hard right now to plan. I'm seeing through stuff that I had already planned before my life kind of shifted in every single way. But yeah, it's a really surreal feeling. But I've hit this point where I've transmuted so much of the really really deep painful stuff and shadow stuff. I'm sure not all of it. It's never it's never done. Or not as long as I'm still breathing, it's never done. But yeah, I'm in this kind of, I've changed so much. So much has changed. My 3D life is so different. My 3D world, from where I live to how I spend my time, to the people I spend my time around, to, my life trajectory, just everything is so radically different. And then I'm just at this point now where I'm in this totally different world, internally and externally, like within and without, because I'm in a totally different place as well. And I'm just like no man's land. And I think some people call it walking between worlds, or, you can call it so many different things, but it just literally feels like no man's land. It feels like uncharted territory, and it's not in an exciting way just yet. I mean, I might get to a point where I find this really exciting, but it's kind of a little frightening, but I don't feel fear about it. So I don't know how to say it, but it's kind of unnerving. It's quite unnerving. It's kind of like this sense of like, I don't know. It's surreal. It's really surreal. So yeah, so I'm just sharing this because this is my story. There's no real point to that, but I just think that it's really important. Once again, I've said in my previous videos for people to talk about this because I have found I got so much comfort and so much real comfort because I find that often it's hard to find people to talk to day to day about these things, and especially to the degree that to the degree to which you need to talk about these things. Because when you're going through these things, when you're going through a spiritual awakening and ego dissolution, all these things, there's a huge thirst for knowledge, and you're consuming all of this like spiritual content and information and reading and writing, and it's like more than you've ever done in your life. And I've always been quite a spiritual person, but this is next level. And then you also have a lot to say, a lot of thoughts, a lot of epiphanies, a lot like, it's like crazy things are happening internally all the time, and it's kind of hard to share them because even if you have one or two people who might understand, you know, there's a point where they're just like, okay, that's enough already. So I'm sharing it out here because for me, YouTube and long form content has just been an absolute lifesaver for me as far as like keeping my sanity of like, because it's not so much just getting other people's knowledge or takes on things. It's more just feeling like not alone in this, because it can be very isolating, very isolating. I touched on this on my previous spiritual awakening is not easy video. It can be extremely isolating. So yeah, listening to this kind of thing, often I will do just to hear someone else talk about it as if you're talking to a friend who's going through the same thing. So feel free to tell me and share anything. And if you'd like to see more videos like these, let me know. Or if you want me to just like shut up about my spiritual journey and share more art, then I will respectfully appreciate your opinion and take it on board, but also tell you that my art is my life and soul, and my life and soul is this, and this is what it's going through. So the two are interconnected. All of these recent artworks you see behind me, this is all telling the soul's journey that I'm referring to here. So the two things are interconnected. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And feel free to like and subscribe if you'd like to follow along. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.